And good evening, everyone. Live from Voschel Gymnasium, Jack and John Hull bringing you high school wrestling tonight in a triangular meet, the only home meet of the season for the Pittsfield Sockies. Pittsfield, of course, co-ops in wrestling with Barry Western, and I do also believe Griggsville Perry is included in that co-op. And so we are going to be here tonight to bring that to you. It is senior night, and Ethan Thompson is our only senior for the Pittsfield Sockies, so we'll be highlighting Ethan throughout the evening. We'll have 3 matches tonight in this triangular. Pittsfield will be wrestling in the first and the third meets, and Jerseyville and Jacksonville in the middle meet, but we haven't been told quite yet. It appears to me that Jacksonville will be their opponent in the first meet, and we're waiting for some rosters from the coaches and some starting lineups. We do have a Jacksonville roster. We are working on getting a Jerseyville roster, but we don't have a Pittsfield roster yet. But we're hoping we'll have all that for you here in just a little while. I think Derek Otker's working on that for us, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll try to do our very best to give you some information on what's going on this evening. We're glad to be here to bring you wrestling action. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. John Hull, Jack Hull alongside tonight. Charlie's off on assignment watching his junior high son play basketball. We'll have action throughout the week in lots of different sports. Stay tuned. We'll tell you more after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Tim Hull, John Hull, Jack Hull, the triangular Hulls are with you tonight for the triangular wrestling meet between Jerseyville, Jacksonville, and Pittsfield this evening. We usually try to do one wrestling meet a year, the home meet that they have here. And why do they only have one home meet at Pittsfield? I really don't know the answer to that, but we'll try to find that out throughout the next few weeks, too. We've got a busy lineup this week. Tomorrow night, John and I will be here at Voschel Gymnasium for Carrollton at Pittsfield, taking on the Lady Sockies. Charlie will travel to Minden Unity, where Tim will have his first sophomore basketball game. and they'll be taking on the Unity Mustangs in basketball action there, both on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube, and we'll be bringing you that action. On Wednesday night, John and Charlie will travel to Farmingdale School, the middle school for Pleasant Plains, where Pittsfield's 7th grade Lady Braves will be taking on Springfield Lincoln Magnet School. They are the Leopards, and they'll be playing each other in sectional action.
The Lincoln Leopards. You're really sad that you can't go and do that game, aren't you?
The Lincoln Leopards, and I hope everybody's name is Lily Lamalino or Lama or something like that. No doubt about it. But they'll have that action for at 6 o'clock with a pregame around 5:30. We'll start tomorrow night with varsity action with a pregame around 5:30 because the varsity game is at 6 o'clock. They'll play a limited JV game afterwards. Seems like the trend with a lot of schools. Who would have thunk many years ago that Carrollton would be short of girls in girls basketball after the run they had many years ago going to state, it seemed like, every year. On Thursday night, we're going to head to Griggsville Perry as they will have a home basketball game. And I'm trying to remember who Charlie told me the opponent was. He did tell me that, and I'll find that for us real quick because I know he sent me a text on that one. Let's see here. Griggsville's hosting Carrollton in boys basketball on Thursday night. We'll do just the varsity action there around 7:30, pregame around 7 o'clock. Then we'll be back here at Voschel on Friday night to see Danny Stevens and the Southeastern Suns. Danny put up 52 the other night in the championship game of the Beardstown tournament against West Central, where Zach Evans put up 31. The two scored 83 points between them. Not too bad for a pair of high schoolers, one a senior and one a junior. Then Saturday, if the Lady Braves are successful on Wednesday, John and Charlie will be heading to Auburn, and they'll be bringing you action there also. I'll be heading to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes home team banquet, 4 o'clock at Hamilton's Banquet Hall. And you're welcome to come there. Go to westernilfca.org for the banquet. And John's going to – are you going to try to make it there for that?
No, I said you can have my table probably because I doubt I'll make it.
I've got a few people that can sit at your table. Ken Leonard from Sacred Heart Griffin, the winningest coach in the state of Illinois, and the man who just coached his 500th football game, and he lost like 82 in his career. Won another state championship the other day, running it away on that one, so you can see that also. Go to westernilfca.org to sign up for a table. It costs nothing to be able to come to that. We'd love to see you there also. We've got wrestling action just a few minutes away as they're scheduled to start around 6 o'clock this evening. Hopefully we'll have rosters for you to be able to tell you who some of the principals are in this. We'll take a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Berry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal. We serve the entire region and beyond. Check out the online loan applications at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're back with more wrestling. Jacksonville and Pittsfield will kick it off tonight on Central Illinois Sports.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hello everyone, welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival. Play some disc golf on our new championship course. Spend the day fishing or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Welcome back on the pregame show, the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and hopefully people will get settled in tonight, not walk in front of the cameras too much, and we'll be able to see the matches throughout the evening. Yeah, it was a hint for that young man. Just wanted to let him know we aren't going to have him running back and forth all night long. We will have in-between matches, the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois halftime between matches sponsorship, and the Trucks LLC scoreboard for all your diesel repair needs. Call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service units only at this time. Their new building is being constructed in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local communities with all their diesel needs. Call Trucks, 217-922-0044. Did he announce we're going to have the national anthem?
I don't know what he announced. I really wasn't paying attention to him.
Didn't hear that. Still haven't seen a roster from anybody yet.
Nope.
I know they're going to start with the 285-pound.
I was going to kind of guess they were going to probably start with senior night, but that was just purely.
Maybe they will start with senior night. Maybe we'll still have time to get that roster yet. Haven't seen Mr. Otker, who's hopefully putting that together for us. And we'll try to let you know about each match, where there will be some forfeits at different times because not all the schools have all the weight classes. Pittsfield, I think, they've got 9 or 10 wrestlers, I think, this year. Started with a few more, but had 1 or 2 that didn't make it through some of those tough practices in the early going. So they're up to around double figures in wrestlers between all the schools. And Tim and John tell me they think it's a total county-wide wrestling program this year with Pleasant Hill Western, Griggsville, Perry, and Pittsfield together. They would still be 1A in wrestling, though, despite that, so we're looking forward to that. We do have the names of some of the young people from the other schools, so like I'll try to pull up Jacksonville's roster here in just a little bit and be able to tell you about those two, but we'd like to have those weight classes so we know. Let's see, that's the Carrollton girls basketball. We don't need that one yet. We've got Jared Hines twice here, so we're in good shape. Nope, that's Carrollton. So we're looking forward to seeing who's going to be coming up here. This is the Jacksonville roster. I do not see the Jerseyville roster. I don't think Coach Hines got that one forwarded on to us. Like to have that one too, but there it is, I do believe.
Looks like Pittsfield and Jerseyville will be starting off, actually, Jack.
Well, Jacksonville and Pittsfield were warming up on the mats. That's why I was wondering.
I don't know.
Anybody seen Mr. Otker running around yet?
I have not.
Kind of hoping we'll be able to get that, so we'll have some of the names. Ethan Thompson is our only senior. Be recognizing Ethan tonight as it is senior night here at Volschel Gymnasium on the campus of Pittsfield High School. And him being our only senior, we will recognize him this evening, I think, before things kind of get started. We can tell you that Illini Express is here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org.
I do believe we'll start with senior night. That's kind of what it appears to be that we're going to start at. Just with the one.
Ethan's got all of his clothes on now, so that's important.
His parents are standing over by the door, so I'm going to guess we're going to start there, and then we'll go from there. But that's
or they're going to stand by the door for a long period of time while they wait for that to happen.
Could be.
Exactly.
Always waiting on their child, right?
Girls and boys basketball action tomorrow night. Carrollton comes here to take on the Lady Sockies, and the Pittsfield boys head to Minden Unity for that match up. And the JV game will start around 6 o'clock with the varsity to follow around 7:30. Charlie will have that action for you. I'm going to guess Brian Shoemaker will be doing the PA, but he'll probably get him to help him with the broadcast too, somewhere along the line. Yeah. Jake's playing basketball night. Tim, do you know where he's playing at? They're at Payson this evening for junior high action, so we're looking forward to that too.
No one can hear Tim but you, but
that's right.
Yeah, Tim is the man in the. He's the man in their ear.
He's the John Hull that usually is talking to us, and we have no idea that nobody else can hear him. But it's a little bit unusual.
Evidently, we're going to. I don't know. You want to take a little break here and
I think we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and see if they got things put together for us so we can tell you what's going on. We'll be back on Central Illinois Sports with wrestling action right after these.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Well, Jason and Jennifer Thompson are out on the mat with their son Ethan. They claimed him. And his grandma and grandpa Thompson are here also for the evening. He's being recognized for senior night. Congratulations to Ethan. He'll have hopefully a match or two this evening. I was looking through the schedule to see he does have a match against Jerseyville. And it looks like he will have a match also against Jacksonville. So we're looking forward to that this evening. We've got Jennifer Thompson here. We feel very comfortable with that. Jason's a little close to the microphone, but we've heard Jennifer likes to really get after it in wrestling too.
Maybe they can help us with who everyone is too, though. That might be helpful.
Well, that'll be okay. We do have the Pittsfield lineup, and that's Joel Noble at 106. 120 is Isaac Haskins. The 138 is Hunter Harrison. 152 is Jake Otker. Aiden Baxter is the 160-pound wrestler. Ethan Thompson, our only senior, is wrestling at 170. 182 is Bodie Marable. Tucker Cook wrestles 195. And that's the complete lineup for the Pittsfield squad. For Jerseyville, I do have first Hunter Hodges is the 106 wrestler. Neither team will have a 113. At 120 is Kirsten Bazillion.
We're going to have the national anthem.
And we are going to have the national anthem, John, so we'll take a break, come back with wrestling action at the Chase, or at Bolshoi, you might say, after these.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Well, the lineups will continue with Jerseyville at 152. Let's know at 145. They have Nick Hartley at 160. Mason Martinez. Connor Chin is the 170-pound wrestler. 182 is Caden Hutchins. Sophomore Tristan Sounder is the 195. James Bush is the wrestler at 220. And at 285, Jaden Bush is the wrestler. We'll tell you about matches 2 and 3 when we get to them. But our first match of the night will be a forfeit as Jaden Bush, the 285, will receive the forfeit. Then we'll get wrestling going at the 106-pound match right after that. Once again, Trucks LLC for all your diesel repairs. Call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service only. As their new building being constructed in the industrial park, you can reach them at 217-922-0044. And be sure to like Trucks on Facebook. Bowler's Universe open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 p.m. till midnight. They offer many menu items from burgers and fries and specialty pizzas. Try one of their many craft beers. They also have cauliflower crust pizzas now. Come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield. And our first match tonight at 106 will be brought to you by Pike County Express. Read all about it. Your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Thank you much to Great Rivers Bank, our pre-match sponsors tonight. John, pretty good crowd on hand on this side. If you remember a year ago when we did this, they had youth wrestling too, and this place was packed to the hilts. I mean, wall-to-wall people anywhere. Just goes to show, as Harry Weige used to say, when they're little, everybody likes them still. So they all come out and support them. That's why he always used to say people always came out heavily in junior high. We do have an entourage of the Noble family here tonight, so we know we'll learn a lot. How did the Dolphins do this week? Does anybody know? The Dolphins won this week. How about that? Hey, they started out hot and got a little cold for a while, but they're doing fine now. Just about ready for wrestling as the referee is explaining things to all the teams. It's
captains and coaches meeting here.
You know, wrestling pre-match is supposed to last a little longer, but I was going to say this lasts almost as long as Dave Bishop telling everybody about getting ready for a basketball game. You know, John?
If you have interest in being a wrestling official, I know that they are in desperate need of them, and if you have interest and have knowledge of the sport, the IHSA would be glad to have you.
How about every sport?
Well, every sport, but I know this one in particular. This one has been in a shortage of referees for at least since I was in high school.
We've seen this gentleman at almost every match that I've ever been at here. I think he's from the Jacksonville area, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
Well, they're all shaking hands, and we are ready to rock and roll out here tonight. Tucker Cook and Ethan Thompson, along with Rob Cook out there. So I think Ethan probably told the other two what was going on. That's important.
Wow.
Well, Jill's over here on the sideline, so, I mean, you know, there can only be so much happen in that situation. And I know Ethan's a senior, so he's been here many times before. We're just about ready to get things underway. We'll start out with a forfeit at 285. That'll give 6 points to the squad from Jerseyville to start things out as we start out at 285. The 285-pound wrestler is a senior in Jaden Bush, and Jaden will take the forfeit, and then he'll go over and relax for a while. Not a bad gig. At 106 is Joel Noble for Pittsfield and Hunter Hodges for the squad from Jerseyville. It's Hunter Dylan Hodges, in fact. Wrestling at 106, they'll both start up. The referee will blow the whistle, and we're going to be underway for the first 2-minute period of wrestling here on Central Illinois Sports. Hodges and Noble both looking to try to get some position. Noble in his first year of wrestling here, been a baseball and basketball player throughout his sports career, looking for a little opening. Hodges has a little bit of length on him and a little longer arms, but Noble kind of going for a leg, and he's trying to pull it towards him. Noble had a shot at the 2 points, but instead Hodges has established position, and he'll get that first 2 points of the night. So Hodges with the first 2 points comes at the 1:30 mark of the first period, and, of course, the clock does wind down like it does in most sports. Trying to establish position is Hodges.
I believe they actually gave Noble those 2 points, Jack.
No, they did
not.
not.
I'm sorry.
John. You just pay attention. You really don't know much about this sport at this point.
I was
now Noble close to being on his back, and Hodges trying to get some back points, but he will not.
Looking at where they had put them on the board.
It's on the visitor's side.
It was not a moment ago.
Okay, they switched it. Now Hodges has put a hold on and trying to get Noble, but Noble fighting that one off. Hodges has that hand around the neck here. You have to be careful about that because it's only so much legality there. You cannot lock the hands together. He's trying to get control of the head, force it down, because, you know, as the head goes, everything goes on the body in every sport. Doing a nice job is Joel Noble fighting him off here. Hodges with a 2-0 lead. Hodges trying to get those hands together here and get the move and try to flip him over on the guillotine move here, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to complete that. 25 seconds left in the first period, and Cook trying to keep himself out of trouble there. Now trying to get some back points is Noble, and doing a good job fighting him off there. Down to 10 seconds. Hodges does not have him in a position where he can get both shoulders on the mat. He will get that 3-point near fall, I do believe, at the end of the period. And we're going to complete the first period with 3 points on the near fall and a 5-0 lead for Hodges in the early going here. 6-0 is the team score. Should be 5-0 in favor of Hodges in the individual score, and now they're going to both choose the up position. Hodges thinks he can get another takedown possibly, and Noble's going to try to get his first 2 points here if at all possible. And you don't have a lot of experience and you're wrestling against a man with a lot of experience. It's a disadvantage in the early going. Noble had a close opportunity for a leg there, trying to fight the man off. Noble's trying to maintain that. He's trying to spin and get that 2 points. Nice job by Noble, but Hodges was able to flip him over and get the 2-point takedown. Noble was so close to getting that there, but he just couldn't quite pull it off. 7. Now Joel Cook trying to get the man on his back and get the reversal. He does have the reversal. Now he's got him on the near fall. He's got Hodges for the pin, and what a turnaround in the match there as Noble gets the win and gets the reversal and the pin, and Joel Noble is pumped city. He's just tied this team score up at 6 apiece. Trailing by a 7-0 count, Noble was able to get the reversal, and no problem at all, Jennifer. You don't have your badge on tonight. It won't cost you any disturbing the peace or anything like that. But what a job by Noble coming around and getting that pin. That's a good job by the 106 wrestler. We have a double forfeit at 113, so no team points there. Isaac Haskins, the 120 for Pittsfield, will be taking on Kirsten Bazillion in the next match. Kirsten, the young lady from Jerseyville, will be wrestling at 120 against Isaac Haskins. Tim, do you know what year Isaac Haskins is? You can talk in the headset to me.
He's
a freshman is Haskins. And we'll see if we can pull up Brazilian here. We've got this in front of us. It's Bazillion, and she is a junior. So Bazillion is a junior. Haskins goes for the leg. He's got the takedown to start things out. Haskins trying to roll her over and get the pin very quickly here. Got her on her back. Bazillion on her back, and it looks like Haskins is going to secure the pin and give Pittsfield the 12-0 or 12-6 team lead with the pin. It came how quickly, John? Did you happen to look at the clock?
It was very quick.
Probably about 32 seconds in, don't you think?
Yeah, if even that.
40 seconds in?
I was thinking less. 6 seconds
6
in?
seconds
I was going to say, I was thinking it was less than 10.
I tell you what, Haskins is going for the quickest pin of the year on that one. Now we will go and get a double forfeit at 126. At 132, Allie Brooks will take the forfeit for Jerseyville. Then Hunter Harrison for Pittsfield will get the that's amazing that Hunter Harrison, there's a Hunter Harrison on each team.
I'm not
I'll
sure.
be darned. No, it's Hunter Hodges for them.
There you go.
So Allie Brooks will come over and get the forfeit for Jerseyville at 132. That will tie us up on team points at 12 apiece.
Coaches are talking here in the middle. So
well, they don't have anybody to put out there to wrestle, so it won't make any difference. She'll get the forfeit at 132. See, if you were a 132 and were out for wrestling, you could have got to wrestle. Now Hunter Harrison, and what year of school is Hunter, big guy? Nobody knows. Hunter's going to get the forfeit at 138 for Pittsfield. And then at 145, we're going to have a forfeit. Nick Hartley will get that forfeit, so we will not have a match. Then at 152, Jake Otker's going to get the forfeit, so we're going back and forth on the forfeits here. We wanted to see Jake wrestle. I wouldn't care if he just picked somebody out of the crowd. Why doesn't he get Justin Noble to wrestle against him? I think Jake can take him.
We're tied at 18. Now it's 24-18 Pittsfield.
We will have a match at 160 as Aiden Baxter will take on Mason Martinez. So we are about to have another match as Aiden Baxter is a junior, and he'll take on Mason Martinez. And Martinez is a junior for Jerseyville. Mason Joseph Martinez.
Baxter looks to be a little taller than Martinez. Maybe have a little length advantage.
Baxter pounding on the legs, getting himself all ready to go here. Aiden Baxter taking on Martinez. Baxter in the black singlet. Both men starting up. First 2 minutes period here in the first period. No score in the early going here on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Team score is now Pittsfield 24 and Jerseyville 18. So they're hoping for Baxter to give them some extra team points and spread that team lead out, going for the team win against Jerseyville. Jerseyville has got about 1,100 students in their high school in Macoupin County, I do believe.
Jersey County?
Oh, they are in Jersey County.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Macoupin's Carlinville.
Uh-huh.
How easy was that?
Just trying to help you out.
They take in Grafton in their school district, too. Oh, going for the leg and going to get the 2 points in the early going is Baxter. Now trying to get control across the top, trying to get that half Nelson in, but he does not have the half Nelson. Trying to get head points, and now Martinez trying to flip him over, but Baxter was able to fight that off, and 1 point on the escape for Martinez. So a 2-1 score in the early going here. Baxter for Pittsfield with the 2-1 lead. Both men fighting, and both men are very strong. Now Baxter on his back, the 2-point takedown, and Baxter fighting Martinez off. Martinez looks to be a very schooled wrestler, going for the pin here, trying to tie up this team score. And Baxter trying to fight him off, and there's the pin. It comes at the 29-second mark of the first period. So a minute and 31 seconds in, we now have a tie match at 24 apiece. Next, the senior Ethan Thompson will take on Connor Chin, and Chin is a junior for Jerseyville. They weigh in at about 170 pounds or less. A lot of requirements and making sure you're doing things the right way in weights and body fats. Thompson's been wrestling all 4 years, I do believe. Also plays football, does Ethan Thompson. And he takes on Connor Chin, the junior. Not sure about how many times they've wrestled against each other. That would be some good information we would like to have had.
Can't find it out now. Everybody's recording, Jack.
Ethan's trying to back things off a little bit here and tried to get Chin in control. Chin got the arms now, and Thompson doing a nice job of trying to negate that. And the two break apart and start at the neutral position again. No score in the early going here, a minute and 20 seconds in. Now Chin with the control of the head. Thompson fighting it off. Thompson doing a good job, and he's trying to get the 2 points, trying to roll him over. Nobody's got control yet. Neither guy with control yet. What a job by Thompson fighting Chin off. Chin trying to fight him through, but Thompson's got head control. Now Chin close to a chokehold there. But Thompson's did a nice job fighting him off. And a minute left in the first period. And we've got a neutral position, and I think we'll have a warning on the full Nelson or a point awarded against Chin as they have awarded a point to Thompson on the penalty on the infraction of the full Nelson. They'll start back up again. Thompson with an early 1-0 lead, 57 seconds in. The clock's not running. Now it is. Thompson was just about taken down, but what a job fighting off Chin Thompson had there. The senior using his experience and that strength in the weight room. Now Thompson's went for the leg, trying to get that bridge, and Chin's got Thompson down on his back. A 2-point takedown. Thompson trying to fight out and control the legs, trying to roll him over here. Thompson doing a nice job. Chin got a little bit overbalanced. Now Thompson fighting him off here. 25 seconds left. Thompson's got to fight him off here and avoid the pin if at all possible. Still bridging up to keep that shoulder off the mat is Thompson. He's bridging up still, trying to bow, and he's going to keep him from getting him pinned. And he'll get the 3 points for the near fall. Now right back to his back as Chin's got control again. Now he's got the body movement over the top, and the pin comes with 3 seconds left in the first period, and Chin gets the pin with just 3 seconds left in the first period. Thompson got in a bad position there, but fought him off the best he could. He'll go over and shake hands with their coach. And a nice job by the senior, but Chin was able to get control. And a lot of the balance situation just happened there where Thompson was just had lost the balance, and Chin seemed to have control, and Thompson had to use a lot of energy fighting him off. Now we've got Bodie Marable taking on Caden Hutchins. Bodie is a freshman wrestler, played a lot of basketball. Bodie, a very strong young man, trying to learn the sport.
Where are we at weight-wise here now, John?
They are at 182, and Hutchins is a junior also. So, boy, Jerseyville's got a lot of juniors on this team. A lot of experience. Marable tried to fight him off. Now Hutchins is able to roll Marable down. Did he get the points? Trying to get the back points. Marable fighting him off here. Hutchins doing a nice job, but Marable is able to get off his back, and he will get the 3 points for the near fall, and it's a 5-0 lead for Hutchins. Now Marable trying to get a position here and get the reversal, trying to sit out and get that reversal is Marable, but not able to do so thus far. 5-0 in the early going, a minute 15 left in the first period. Marable trying to get the stand up, and he did get the reversal. And so now we've got the 2 points for Marable, and he's working on getting Hutchins on his back. Marable's liking this sport early. Just about had him on his back, got a 2-point back points, and so he's got 4 points, I do believe, in the match. I think it's 5-4 if I'm not mistaken. Now Bodie Marable's got the man's head control, trying to roll him over, and he's got him on his back. Bodie a little bit high, and he's got the pin. It comes with 42.7 seconds left, and the freshman Marable gets the team points and ties this match up at 30 apiece, I do believe, John.
I believe that is correct.
What a job by the freshman, Bodie Marable. Now you come into the 195 match with Tucker Cook, the sophomore, taking on Tristan Souder, the sophomore. Souder is S-O-U-D-E-R, Tristan. He is a sophomore also. Don't know how many times these two have wrestled, but we do know Tucker is a very well-schooled wrestler, working on that arm in the early going. Tucker's one of those guys who's got a lot of strength and a lot of advantage. Souders was trying to get him down, but Tucker Cook's got him on his back, trying to get those back points, and he's going to get a 3-point near fall if he doesn't get the pin. Cook going for the early quick pin here. If he can roll the man in Souders' back, he'll get 5 points in the early going. And now Cook at the 133 mark has the 5-0 lead. Cook trying to get him over on his back again. He's going to get the pin. It's going to come at the 126 mark. Cook with 6 points, and now the Sockies lead 36-30 in team points. And that was important because James Bush is going to come out and get the forfeit at 2:20. And so we're going to be tied at 36 apiece in this match to end it. Jerseyville will take on Jacksonville in the second match of the night. So we've got a forfeit coming here at the 220-pound for James Bush. Jaden and James Bush. I wonder if they're twins, James and Jaden.
I don't know.
I bet they're not, because one's a junior and one's a senior, and it's really unusual for them to be twins.
That happens on occasion, but hopefully not.
Yeah, usually that doesn't happen, though. But they're going to get the pin. Now the coach is trying to move. Working on a move, trying to figure out what the penalty points were. But Bush will come up and get the penalty or the forfeit. And this match is going to come to an end, tied at 36. So actually, Jerseyville got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 forfeits. 24 of their 36 points came via forfeits. Pittsfield, on the other hand, got 6 on the forfeit. And a nice job by both teams, tied at 36, and that's how the first match will end, tied at 36. We'll take a break on Central Illinois Sports. We'll have Jerseyville and Jacksonville. When we come back, as we go to break, we tell you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with auto, residential, and commercial loans. Call him at 285-4404 at Great Rivers Bank and Damon Emmerich.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring, time for a new kitchen, any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money, Sleep Tight.
Sleep tight.
Here at Ron Elby Auto Sales, we are a family-owned dealership, and we've been in this business for several decades. We are pleased to offer you the best quality used cars, trucks, minivans, SUVs, and now bad boy mowers. We offer almost all makes and models for any budget in the Macomb area and the surrounding area, too. To add peace of mind to your purchase, we offer extended warranties up to 100,000 miles or for 6 years on mowers. Let our experienced and knowledge staff help you find the best vehicle for your needs at Ron Elby Auto Sales. We promise you honesty, quality, and satisfaction. Stop by and see us at 1525 East Jackson in Macomb. Call 309-836-3523.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275.
Well, we'll recap our first match of the night between Jerseyville and Pittsfield. It ended up being a 36-36 tie at the end. This recap brought to you by Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. And the night started with a forfeit at 285 as Jaden Bush from Jerseyville got that forfeit. Then Joel Noble took on Hunter Hodges from Jerseyville, and Noble was trailing 7-0 before he got the reversal, the near fall, and the pin, and Noble, the freshman, tied us up at 12 apiece. Then a double forfeit at 1:13. Isaac Haskins got the pin in about 6 seconds, they said, over Kirsten Bazillion of Jerseyville. A double forfeit at 1:26. Then at 1:32, Allie Brooks from Jerseyville got the forfeit. Hunter Harrison took the forfeit for Pittsfield at 1:32. Then at 1:45, it was Reek Hartley who got the forfeit. Jake Odker got a forfeit for Pittsfield at 1:52, and then we had matches again, and Aiden Baxter took on Mason Martinez. Martinez got the pin in the first period against Baxter there. Ethan Thompson was pinned with just 3 seconds left in the first period by Connor Chin. Then Bodie Marable, the freshman, took on the junior in Caden Hutchins and got the pin there. Tucker Cook got a pin with with about 30 seconds left first period against Tristan Sounder. And then the forfeit by James Bush at 2:20 left us with a tie score at 36 apiece between these two teams, Jerseyville and Pittsfield. Jerseyville and Jacksonville will wrestle this next round. And let's see, at 285, it appears we do not have anybody wrestling for either team. So a double.
Jerseyville had a 285, didn't they?
John, I was going to explain that if you'll just give me a second. Sometimes you can only wrestle so many times in a year, so sometimes you don't want to take that forfeit so you can get a regular match. We will have exhibition matches. James Bush Jr. will wrestle at 220, and he'll take on Oliver Cooley in an exhibition match. But that's one of the reasons that James Bush is going to wrestle in an exhibition match. Then Logan McMahon will wrestle against Paxton Carl at 170. At 285, Ethan Daniels will take on Aiden Hartley of Jacksonville. In the 285, Zach Wolfel, the freshman, will take on sophomore Chris Masambe of Jacksonville. So the first man listed was Jerseyville. They have to have 10 minutes in between matches because they have to take 20 minutes in between your two matches in an evening, so they have to have a little delay. At 285 tonight, actually, they just put it at the top here. It's Jaden Bush taking on Aiden Surratt. Surratt of Jacksonville, the sophomore, and the senior in Jaden Bush. In the 106, Hunter Hodge will take a forfeit for Jerseyville, and then Hayes will take the forfeit for Jacksonville at 113. What, John?
I was just going to tell you, Coach Peterson came up and said it was tied at 36-36, but the tiebreaker is most falls. Pittsfield had most falls, so technically Pittsfield won that first match.
Okay, so they get the win in that first match by more falls. At the 120, we'll have a match between Kirsten Bazillion of Jerseyville, the junior, and Alexis Seymour of Jacksonville, two young ladies wrestling there. 126, Jerseyville will forfeit to sophomore Coyd Coffey of Jacksonville. We'll have a match at 132. Allie Brooks, the freshman, will take on Cannon Suter, the junior from Jacksonville. At 138, there'll be a forfeit for Jerseyville, and the senior Ian Wilner from Jacksonville will get that forfeit. At 145, Nick Hartley, the freshman, will take on Joe Reif from Jacksonville. Jerseyville will forfeit the 152 over senior Colin Reif from Jacksonville. Mason Martinez, the junior from Jerseyville, with a pin already tonight, will take on the sophomore Caleb Miller from Jacksonville at 160. At 170, it'll be Connor Chin, the junior for Jerseyville, taking on Abram Davidson of Jacksonville. At 182, it'll be Caden Hutchins, the junior from Jerseyville, taking on the senior Luca Teese of Jacksonville. 195, it'll be Tristan Souder, the sophomore, taking on Mason Meyer, the senior of Jacksonville. And at 220, James Bush will get the forfeit, but he will wrestle in the exhibition. And usually the exhibitions happen first, I do believe. Let's ask Jason. Jason, do the exhibitions happen before or after the varsity match? They usually go after? Okay. Well, when I was a youngster wrestling back in the fall or the winter of 1974, we did it beforehand. But things change. So has global warming, even though we're not sure it really exists.
Things have changed in the last.
Here we go. The 2
years.
coaches are out there. Dustin Sechrist, who actually coached at Pittsfield a few years ago, and the Jerseyville coach out there. And I think the 2 of them should have squared off and had a little wrestling match before we got started. And then I think in basketball, the coaches ought to probably shoot free throws or something to see who's going to get the ball first when you're going to have that dreaded jump ball. John, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we'll get ready for wrestling here at Voschel between Jerseyville and Jacksonville on Central Illinois Sports. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Pressure's on you. Would like to wish all. Welcome back, as the Moose Lodge 420 will get us started on this match between Jerseyville and Jacksonville. Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold. The Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. And John, tell us about the coat rack that the Moose Lodge has.
If you have a coat and you have one to leave, then leave one. If you need a coat, go on ahead and take one. And no questions asked. Nobody will ask you anything about it. If you need a coat, though, don't be cold this winter season.
No reason to be cold at all, that's for sure. And we hope that people will take advantage of that throughout the winter season at the Moose Lodge 420. Also, Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your new builds, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. 309-252-1052. Tim will be here tomorrow night for the basketball game as his daughter Tori is a starting point guard for the Lady Sockies. And Waters Concrete, one of our proud sponsors there, and we're glad to have them along. Also, LSSD Trekking and 3D Leasing. Phone 217-285-2808. Trekking for all your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team. Jerseyville switched sides. I guess that means that Jacksonville will be able to stay in the same spot for 2 in a row that way.
Well, I think also it was because there are 2 rows of chairs on this side and only 1 row on that side, and Jacksonville had enough to fill both ends.
Home team.
Home
and Pittsfield's
team.
always going to be the home team
at
Voschel.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're only the home team for 2 matches all season long. Now, the mat doesn't look any different. It might be a different color, but the baskets and the rims won't be any different for wrestling. The referees won't be a lot different because there's not very many wrestling officials. So
very true.
These guys follow along kind of like wrestling at the Chase used to, actually. I always remember when I came home and told my mom I was going to wrestle, she said, "You're not doing that stuff they do on Saturday nights late at night." And I said, "No, Mom, it's a little different than that." But
you
in practice,
pick people over their head and throw them?
In practice, occasionally we did.
Oh, okay.
That's how I dislocated my elbow, in fact.
Yeah, I remember that story.
So Dustin Sechrist, the head coach at Jacksonville, asking the official some of the rules. Usually by now, if you've been coaching a long time, and Dustin has been, I think he actually coached over at the Jacksonville area when he was in college over that way, if I'm not mistaken.
You could be correct. I do not remember that.
You know, if you don't doubt me, I'll be correct because there's nobody else to argue with.
There we go.
We're just about ready to get this thing underway, and we will have a match at 2:85 to get things rolling. As soon as the 2 coaches get the time limit that the 2 teams need for rest. Jaden Bush will be the senior wrestler for Jerseyville. He got a forfeit in his first match. He'll take on sophomore Aiden Surratt.
Jack, those are not 285.
They're going to do the exhibitions first. Jason Thompson gave us bad advice. No, these don't look like 220s either.
I'm not sure.
Well, maybe they're 220s, but they don't appear to be. That doesn't look like James Bush and Oliver Cooley. So Tim, run down to the scorer's table and ask him who these two guys are, will you? Jerseyville Wrestler and the Jacksonville Wrestler. Jacksonville in the white singlet. I'm serious. Go down and ask them what their names are. Don't just sit there. Go.
Walk down. You can do it. You're not shy.
Here we go. We're going to find out who these two guys are because I don't think they weigh 220. They could be 170s in Logan McMahon and Peyton Carl.
Exhibition, they don't have them on there.
Don't have them on there. We don't know these. There's two nameless guys. Well, Jerseyville's got control, and that man is taking a 2-0 lead, and he's trying to get back points now as he's got the half Nelson in, trying to roll the man over, and he's going to get that accomplished, the Jerseyville man. So the wrestlers with no names. The Jerseyville wrestler gets the win in exhibition. And I'd say those two guys weigh about 160 pounds apiece. They look to be about that size. Nobody knows their names. You tried, didn't you, Tim? Jerseyville got the win. Now we'll go with the big boys in exhibition. James Bush Jr. and Oliver Cooley, a pair of juniors at 220 in exhibition action. You can only have one man wrestle in the varsity, so these guys get some extra wrestling in this way and get some experience because, you need to get experience in wrestling just like everything. Jerseyville wrestler is James Bush. Cooley is the Jacksonville wrestler, and they're at the neutral position right now with 21 seconds into the match. Both guys trying to get position here. Very similar built young men wrestling at the 220 pound. Like a couple of guys that would have played maybe a tackle on their football team. And you know what football coaches say, wrestling's the best thing you can do for football. And Jerseyville man thought he was going to get a takedown, but instead Cooley's able to reverse him, and he's going to get the 2-point takedown to get started. Now Bush is trying to roll him over here, but he cannot as Cooley's able to maintain that neutral position. Both of these young men are juniors. Cooley on top in the white singlet for Jacksonville, trying to get the leg in and get Bush down on his back. Now Bush is going to get the reversal and the 2 points to tie it up at 2 apiece. 2 points each guy, and they won't let you get too far outside that black circle, but they'll let you wrestle on it. The wrestler from Jerseyville, James Bush, has tied this one up after falling behind 2-0. 30 seconds left in the first period. 3 2-minute periods in high school wrestling, and if you go to overtime, you think you wrestle for a minute. John will tell you about how they decided the tie for the teams right after this match is completed, or maybe at the break here, John. 10 seconds left. It looks like Bush is going to ride Cooley out for the final 5 seconds here. We'll go into the second period tied at 2 apiece. And we'll see which one of them won the flip. 2 apiece. We'll go to the second period in just a second. But John, tell them how they settled the tie in team points in the last
one. As Coach Peterson came up and told us in the break there, they settled that tie in team points by Pittsfield having more falls.
It appears that Cooley, the Jacksonville wrestler, is going to decide to take the down position and try to get the reversal or the escape points. Tied at 2 apiece, second period, 2 minutes in. Only the first match we've had go to the second period here so far tonight, and this one an exhibition match. Bush trying to turn Cooley over as he's got that single wing, and he's working to get that body turned over, and he's got Cooley turned over on his back, and he is riding a little high there, very dangerous position. Cooley trying to get out of that, but he is in a little bit of trouble. Now he will roll Bush. No, Bush is able to fight him off, does not give up the points. Bush is, like I said, a little bit high there. That's going to cause him trouble. He needs to spin around quickly if he can and maintain that position, and he does. He got 3 points for the near fall there and a 5-2 lead for James Bush, the junior, over Oliver Cooley from Jacksonville. So the Jerseyville wrestler, the first minute into the second period, has taken a 5-2 lead. Cooley trying to get up and get that escape point, but you can tell that takes a lot out of you when you've got somebody's got you on your back, and tell you what, you've got to be in great position at that point. Bush, on the other hand, gets a little bit of resting time there. Not quite as much energy expelled there when you're on top. But when your back is on the mat and you're trying to fight it off, I'll tell you what, that's the first thing that goes is your win. I can tell you for sure as a wrestler for a couple years in high school at Camp Point Central. Now what a job by Bush as he has got Cooley on his back again, and he gets the pin with 25.4 seconds left in the second period, leading 5-2 in this exhibition match. Bush is going to get the pin, comes in the second period, and a nice job by both wrestlers there. Cooley's going to take the defeat and Bush the win. Bush will also take a forfeit in the varsity match. Now an exhibition match is scheduled between Logan McMahon, the freshman from Jerseyville, and Peyton Carl, who is a freshman also. Nope, we've got somebody, it looks like we've got Ethan Domick, the sophomore, and Aiden Hartley. That's who we've got. Aiden Hartley is going to wrestle at 285 against Ethan Daniel, and Ethan's got the size advantage here. You cannot, I think you have to be, you can't be over that 285 by very much when you're wrestling there at all. And then the heavyweights, in fact, I think they just classify this as heavyweights.
Yeah,
they don't have
correct.
an unlimited heavyweight anymore.
Correct. I do know that.
Daniel from Jerseyville, Hartley from Jacksonville in the white singlet. 22 seconds in, both of them in a neutral position still. Both acting like they've wrestled before. You know, with all this youth wrestling, they get a lot of experience. I know Tim and Jacob Hull tried the youth wrestling one time, and they came back and went out and shot baskets after that.
Motivation.
You bet. Motivation to get a three-point shot. A lot of work. Hartley from Jacksonville, the sophomore, and the sophomore Ethan Daniels in the light blue singlet from Jerseyville. Neutral position, no score in the first minute of this exhibition match. Now Hartley has done a nice job of getting the 2 points on the takedown on Ethan Daniels. Daniels on the bottom and Hartley on the top. Hartley trying to get the single wing and try to get the man turned over, and he does get him turned over on his back, and he's going to get the pin here, it looks like. Yes, he is. So Daniels will be pinned with 36 seconds left in the first period. Hartley with the 6 points for his team in exhibition. That will not count on varsity points. And you know, we may have had Logan McMahon and Peyton Carl might have been the two guys that wrestled in that other match. You remember who won that one?
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
We've got one more exhibition that's scheduled between Zach Wolfel, the freshman, and Chris Bathambe. Doesn't look like we're going to get either one of those young men.
I don't think so.
So now we're going to get a forfeit. Well, you shouldn't usually have forfeits. You know what, John? We just had Jaden Bush take on Aiden Surratt's, what we just had. They started the varsity match without us telling us they had those exhibitions.
There you go.
So actually Surratt got the pin over on the Jacksonville side and lead 6-0. Then Hunter Hodges got the forfeit for Jerseyville. Then Hayes got the forfeit for Jacksonville. And now you've got what's scheduled to be Kirsten Bazillion and Alexis Seymour, but that's not who it is.
I believe the two guys that took forfeits are wrestling one another now, is what it appeared to be.
They took the forfeits and wanted to get a match in, so they're going to wrestle each other. So the 106 and the 113. So actually Jerseyville has a little disadvantage as Hunter Hodges is a little smaller than Hayes is, but that's good. They're going to get some wrestling in tonight. Good for them. Hodges trying to get the position, but you can tell when you've got that size advantage, Hayes was able to fight him off. They go off the mat. They'll stop it at the 118 mark and come right back at it. So I apologize. That was Jaden Bush in the varsity match against Aiden Surratt.
Nope.
Well, we will see. They've got team points up.
I believe each team took one forfeit.
Okay, so why they didn't start the 285, I don't know.
Not sure. Neither team has a 285 wrestling in this, right?
No, they both do,
Oh,
John.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
You should be. Now Hayes has the advantage here, the 2 points, the takedown. Hunter Hodges trying to fight him off. Hodges is a 106 from Jerseyville, and Hayes is a 113 from Jacksonville. We used to wrestle 98, 104, 112, 118, 126, 132, 145, 138, 145, 155, 167, 185, and heavyweight. That was what that used to be in the mid-70s. Hayes has got the advantage for the squad from Jacksonville. These will not be team points that will count, though, because these two young men took forfeits, and then they decided they wanted to have the two of them wrestle. We've ended the first period in a good match, 2-0 in favor of Hayes from Jacksonville. Sometimes they make some changes in the middle of the matches, and they don't tell the broadcast guys, see? We'll try to pull her back up for you. So, Hayes from Jacksonville will take the down position as he got to choose, I do believe. Hunter Hodges will be on top. Hodges trying to keep Hayes down. Hayes trying to get the escape point, stands up, but Hodges does a nice job bringing him back down. Once again, he brings Hodges back, or Hodges brings him back down. Hodges is kind of over the top now, trying to put a move on. They're off the mat, and they'll go back to the down position for Hayes and the top position for Hodges, for Hodge. No S. Hayes with an S, Hodge without an S. 1:38 left in the second period. 2-0, the lead for the Jacksonville wrestler with the white singlet. Now the escape, he leads 3-0 now. Photographers around the match getting some shots. That's Doug Poole, I do believe. Both wrestlers up in a neutral position now, trying to get some position. Hayes trying to get that takedown and almost did, but Hodge was able to fight him off. Hodge, the 106 wrestler from Jerseyville in the blue singlet. You listen to it on Central Illinois Sports. Nice job by Hodge, but he was rolled over and still hadn't given up the 2 points. Now he will, and he'll give up 2 points on back points, and they're off the mat. So we'll get 2 takedown and 2 on the back points, so 4 more points will give him 7 on the day for Mr. Hayes from Jacksonville. 52 seconds left in the second period in this, what is now really an exhibition match, because both these guys took forfeits and wanted to get some wrestling in, so they're wrestling each other. Pittsfield awaits the opportunity to wrestle Jacksonville in the next match. Jacksonville, one of the top wrestling teams in the bigger schools. 3 classes in wrestling, I do believe. Jacksonville could even be in the middle class. You see a lot of teams like that Lena Winslow bunch and Camp Point Central, both very good in wrestling. Now a reversal by Hunter Hodge from Jerseyville. A 7-2 match now as Hodge is trailing. Now he's got Hayes down on his back, and that good pinfall position. What a move by
5 seconds.
Hodge on that with 4, 3, 2. He will not get the pin, but I think he will get 3 points. He's going to get
2.
Only got 2 back points. I thought maybe he'd get 3. Didn't get the amount of time on his back. And now Hodge will take the bottom position, needing 3 points to tie this match up in the third period here. First time we went to the third period.
7-4 now.
7-4, Jacksonville with the lead. That's Hayes with the lead over Hodge. And a nice job by Hayes, but Hodge fought that move off very, very well. Now, what a job by Hayes to get him down on his back, and he's near a fall, and he's got it over Hodge. Nice move by Hayes. Those will not be team points, but a nice wrestling match between these two, wanting to get some wrestling in tonight. No team points to be awarded there. Well, what happened to our 285s, kids?
Maybe they're going to go to the end. I don't know.
Now we're going to have Kirsten Bazillion taking on Alexis Seymour, I do believe. They're at 120.
Yep. Looks like it.
Kirsten Bazillion, the junior from Jerseyville, will take on the sophomore Alexis Seymour from Jacksonville. They shake hands and start in the up position. Bazillion was pinned in her first match against Pittsfield. And a nice job by Seymour getting the 2-point takedown. Now she'll try to get the pin points if she can get Bazillion over on her back. Bazillion kind of in that double hand in front of you, trying to neutralize. Now Seymour will let her up and give up a point and try to get more takedown points. A lot of wrestlers who are very good at takedowns will do that on a consistent basis, John. Gets the ankle, gets the takedown, does Seymour again against Bazillion. She leads 4-1. Now she'll let her up again, so it's a 4-2 match. And Seymour will try for the takedown again with 1:10 left in the first period. She's got confidence in that takedown ability.
My very limited knowledge of wrestling was watching John Wise a few times in high school, and he did that a lot, I know, in the matches I saw him.
Let him work on his takedown maneuvers, too. Especially if he was going to wrestle against somebody that he knew he was a little bit better than. It gives him a chance to work on some of his moves and get some work in. Now Bazillion just goes down to the mat, and Seymour gets the 2 points. Seymour now leading 6-2. Now she's going to try to plant the half Nelson in and roll Bazillion over for the pin. She's got her down on the pin at the 28.8 second mark. And Seymour will get the 6 points for her team and give her team a 12-6 lead. Cade Coffey will come up and take the forfeit at 126 for Jacksonville. We will have a match at 132. So Cade Coffey needs to get the singlet off, put the headset on, and come out and get the forfeit. He needs to be strapped up and ready to go if he's going to get the forfeit. They have procedures on the ways they're supposed to do things. Dustin Sechrist is going to come over and give him some assistance. Telling him he wants him to be prepared there. So here comes Cade Coffey, who will get the forfeit. He'll go out to the mat, have his hand raised. And Jacksonville will take the lead in the match, 18-6. Now we'll have a match between Nick Hartley, 145, taking on, it was supposed to be Joe Reed. Ian. Here we go. Allie Brooks, the freshman, 132, taking on Cannon Suter. Brooks at 132, the freshman from Jerseyville, taking on Cannon Suter from Jacksonville. Seen about a handful of young ladies that are on the wrestling teams for both of these squads. I don't know if Pittsfield has any ladies on their wrestling team this year or not.
Don't believe so.
Another opportunity for you to get participating in an interscholastic sport, young ladies. Brooks really doing a nice job controlling the junior Suter. Suter trying to get control of an arm to get the takedown. Suter was able to get the takedown, and Brooks rolls over to maintain that front position on the mat to avoid the pin. Now Suter trying to get the pin in the early going here as he is working hard, and Brooks is doing a nice job fighting it off. Trying to get that arm out is Brooks. She's doing everything she can, and she does. So 2 points on back points. Nope, none awarded yet. 2-0 in the early going. Now he's trying to get those back points is Suter.
Not sure he's ever gotten her all the way there.
She's really done a nice job fighting him off each time. She's got enough energy to be able to continue to do that. As the Suter's just never gotten the arm buried in there where he could really get the turnover on the pin. Now trying from the opposite side, he'll try to get on the other side and do that. Brooks, the freshman, on the bottom, trailing 2-0. Doing a nice job, though, is Allie Brooks, the freshman from Jerseyville. Cannon Suter on the other side. Now trying to get that wing net down, and the first period will come to an end. No back points. Brooks was able to fight him off, and I think they'll start in a neutral position as Suter has the choice.
Suter up 2-0.
2-0. So Brooks with a chance to get a takedown here and tie this one up. He's being very aggressive trying to get to that takedown, trying to get some positioning here. Gives up a little bit of strength and height here to Suter, who's much taller. Suter was able to get the 2-point takedown. 4-0. You notice he's not letting her up quite as easy as in the last match. Brooks trying to fight off, but Suter's trying to drive the arm, and he never has been able to get that arm really tucked all the way to get those back points, and he still hasn't gotten any back points, I don't think, John.
None awarded so far.
Brooks doing a really nice job here in the second period. 1:45 left in the second period. 4-0 is the lead. Now Suter has got that position. As it looks like he's still not able to
get her turned
Brooks'
enough.
Shoulder turned over on the mat. Trying to get the count for the near fall now is why he's counting there. He gets the near fall points. Trying to go for the pin. He's going to have to get that arm out, though, to be able to get the pin. Now he gets it under her neck and pulls up. Because when you pull up on the head, the shoulders go down. That's the old coaching move they tell you about. Suter will get the pin with 1:08 left in the second period. And he'll give his team a 24-6 lead over Jerseyville. Nice job by Allie Brooks, though. She really fought good in that match. Ian Wilner will come up and get the forfeit at 1:38. We will have a match at 1:45. Jacksonville's got some red singlets and some white singlets, John.
They do.
So Wilner will come up with the red singlet and get the Jess Berry from the Triopia area going across the front there. He's not ready to wrestle anymore. We'll have Nick Hartley, the 145 from Jerseyville, who's a freshman, take on Joe Reif, who's a freshman for Jacksonville. These two look like they've got some experience, John. Reif trying to get the 2 points here in the early going, and he does get that 2 points on the takedown. Judge Reif, Chris Reif, was a wrestler in high school. His dad was a wrestling coach at the deaf school. Wonder if this would happen to be his son. It's a possibility from the Jacksonville area. 2-0 in early going. Hartley trying to bridge out of the takedown. Does get the near fall points, it appears. They're out, and he did get 3 points on the near fall for the back points. And it's a 5-0 lead for Joe Reif over Nick Hartley of Jerseyville. Reif in the red singlet. 1:21 left in the first period. Trying to look ahead and make sure and see who's going to be wrestling for Jacksonville. It looks like Pittsfield will have quite a few matches in the 160 to 195 matches. Now Reif doing a nice job getting those backboards on Hartley here. Hartley trying his best to bridge out and fight out of it. And he is pinned at the 104 mark. Reif gets the 6 points and makes it a 30-6 lead. 36-6 they tell me now. We have an update on the scoreboard. And we'll have a forfeit at 1:52 as Colin Reif will take that forfeit, and it'll make it 42-6. You remember Jerseyville and Pittsfield tied at 36, and then Pittsfield was able to get the win. Now Mason Martinez at 160 for Jerseyville, who's a junior, takes on Caleb Miller, the sophomore from Jacksonville. Martinez with one win on the evening. Jacksonville looks to have a very solid team again. Dustin Sechrist coaching them. Coach West was the coach there at Jacksonville for many, many years.
A long, long time.
Before him, the man that was a wrestling coach was there for a long time too, and I'll think of his name here pretty soon. If you're listening, maybe you can send me a text at 217-473-5151. Martinez trying to get the takedown, and he does. As he was able to get Miller to go to the mat, he's got him on his back trying to work that single wing for the back points, but he cannot get that done as Miller's done a nice job negating that by using a little bit of geometry. Now Martinez sees an opening on the other side and thought about switching over, trying to get that arm and pull the man down and get him down to the mat where he has better control. They're close to being off the mat, and they'll be called off the mat here, I think, pretty quick. About one more nudge, and that ought to just about get them off the mat, and they are. 44.2 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 in the early going, the lead for Mason Martinez of Jerseyville. Martinez got the win at 160 over Aiden Baxter from Pittsfield earlier on the night. They set up a really good match between Baxter and Miller if Martinez is able to get the win in this one. Martinez on top with 20 seconds left in the first period. Trying to get some extra points here. Leads 2-0 on the takedown. Did not get any back points. Trying to control that arm, but a nice job by Miller fighting that off. Now Martinez trying to control the legs. Trying to get a move in and will not before the period is over. One period in the books and a 2-0 lead for Martinez over Miller. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Opens 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older. No appointment necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express. Visit IlliniHospital.org. Martinez took the top position on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. He leads 2-0 here in the early part of the second period. Martinez, the blue singlet from Jerseyville, with one win on the night, trying to get position and get some back points here. And now he's worked Miller down with one shoulder on the mat, but hasn't really got the control that he needs. Now he gets that foot where he wants it. He's got Miller in a predicament. Martinez really doing a nice job using the legs too. Will he get 2 points on the back points? I don't think anything's been awarded yet. Martinez using the expertise in wrestling here over the wrestler from Jacksonville. Miller down on the mat, and he's working on back points there. The count stopped, so I don't think he had him all the way over. He will get 2 points on the back points, but not 3 will Martinez, and he leads 4-0. Looks like Chin will take on Davidson at the 170 in the next match, Jerseyville and Jacksonville respectively. 40 seconds left here, just past the 7 o'clock supper bewitching hour. Martinez has taken control. They're off the mat, and no points are awarded. Miller will start in the down position with 34 seconds left in the second period. Martinez trying to maintain control here. Miller trying to get up and get some escape points. He's got the hands clasp. If he doesn't break it pretty quick, he will lose a point, and now the official will stop it and award a penalty point on the hand clasp by Martinez. So 6-1 is the score now. We'll be back in the down position for Miller and the up position for Martinez with 24.4 seconds left in the second period. Trying to sit out is Miller. Martinez trying to maintain control in that up position. He should start down in the third period unless Miller decides that's where he wants to be. I think he'll get the choice. Miller's arm being stretched behind him there, but he's able to fight that off with strength. Wonder if labrums are a problem in wrestling. Seen a lot of labrum injuries.
Did you have a labrum maneuver in high school?
I don't even think I had knees when I was in high school, honestly. Okay. Second period is over. 6-1 the lead for Jerseyville.
So actually, it looks like Martinez had the option in the third, and he picked to go down.
Yep, looking for some more points here. leading 6-1. You have a major point win that you can get 4 points for your team, 3 points on a regular win, 6 points for a pin. Miller trying to get a position on Martinez. Martinez trying to gain control. He leads 6-1, so he wants to be careful and stay off of his back here and not give Miller the chance to catch up in this one. Martinez trying to get the escape, and he's close, but never quite gets all the way out of it. Nice job by Miller fighting that off.
Caught him by the ankle, literally.
Yep. By the bones of the ankle, as the radiology man running the camera and the computer for us tonight would say. Miller's maintaining here, 1:18 left in the match in regulation. Martinez with a neutral position. Now he'll try to get the reversal, and he will, the 2-point reversal for Martinez. He leads 8-1 in the match. He needs to get some more points here to work on that major win. I think you have to win by 10 or more if I'm not mistaken. And then there's a victory where you get enough points ahead of the other guy where the match stops, I do believe, too.
It's a tech fall, right?
Yep. 45 seconds left in this match. 42-6, the team advantage for Jacksonville. Still got a few matches left. Jerseyville man Martinez trying to control the head here, leading 8-1. He can try some new moves here and see what he can come up with. Miller trying to just ride this one out, keep from getting pinned. A lot of pride in not getting pinned in a match, too. Now Miller, if he could set out of it, can turn Martinez over, and he had a chance of getting some back points, but just couldn't maintain the arm. 7 seconds left, 8-3 is the score now.
Got the reversal there.
Got the reversal, 2-1, and that's going to do it in this match. An 8-3 win for Mason Martinez over Caleb Miller. He'll get 3 points for his team, and it'll make it 42-9 now. And we'll see Connor Chin, who got the win in the last matches for Jerseyville, taking on Abram Davidson, a freshman from Jacksonville, at the 170-pound mark. Davidson back to the white singlet. The light blues for Jerseyville. Martinez looking for a contact, I think.
You could be right.
And he found it. He didn't have the contact in, but he was the one that saw it. Imagine that. Brought to you by IEC. We'll bill him for that. Connor Chin in the light blue singlet. The junior takes on the freshman Abram Davidson from Jacksonville. Davidson sporting some extra tape on that right wrist. He must have had some sprain problems with the thumb or the wrist. That hurts in wrestling. It's one of those that never goes away. Chin got the win in the first match tonight over Ethan Thompson in a pin at the end of the first period. Scoreboard sponsor, Trucks LLC, 217-922-0044 for Trucks. Give them a call for all your diesel repairs. Both men in the neutral position, 45 seconds into the match. Chin trying to use the strength, and Davidson able to fight him off there. Davidson's a little shorter and stockier and got the shoulder strength. Chin trying to fight him off. He's got the leg. Chin's trying to get spun around to the back, but Davidson doing a nice job of neutralizing that move. Now both men are back up again. I don't think anybody's really got an advantage here, do you, John?
Nobody's been able to find anything so far.
35 seconds left in the first period. Davidson close to spinning Chin over on his back. If he can pull that head out, he'll get the 2 points, and he will. Oh. Nice job by Davidson getting the 2 points on the takedown. Now trying to turn Chin over is Davidson, the freshman. He would be a likely opponent of Ethan Thompson in our final matches of tonight. Davidson trying to maintain a hold here. Chin trying to get the escape and will not at the end of the first period. It'll end with Davidson from Jacksonville leading 2-0. Jacksonville has the choice. They'll start up neutral.
Oh, Jerseyville has the choice.
Oh, Jerseyville has the choice. Okay. Jerseyville wants to start on the bottom, and Davidson will start from the left side. Yeah, they deferred to the third period. Jerseyville's man in Connor Chin, 1-0 on the night, trying to get that reversal and tie this one up. He trails 2-0. Davidson doing a nice job trying to get some new moves out there and put a move or two on. They call that a single chicken wing when they get your head underneath your arm like that. You can be the judge of where that name came from. Davidson trying to lock up on the move here and see if he can throw Chin backwards and get him on his back. He's close to getting that done, but Davidson was not able to complete the move as Chin was able to break that hold, fight it off, and Davidson goes right back at it again. Chin up on all fours trying to get the escape, and I think he could just about clear that leg and get the escape right now. But the reason he can't is because Davidson's got the leg.
He's got a leg locked around, doesn't he?
He does. Now he's lost that. 50 seconds left in the second period. A 42-19 lead for Jacksonville. Chin from Jerseyville, the junior, in 170 pounds against Abram Davidson of Jacksonville, who has the 2-0 lead with 3.5 minutes gone in this match. Davidson still trying to put that move on, and Chin's not able to do a darn thing about it. Chin looks like he could get that leg now. He could possibly get the reversal. He's more concentrated on protecting himself and staying off his back with 14 seconds left. Down to 10. Chin's so close to that 2 points, and he gets it on the reversal. He's definitely got the reversal. No, he didn't get the leg free, and so he's going to get an escape point, but not a reversal. And it'll be a 2-1 match lead for Davidson as we go to the third period. Davidson will start down. Chin just couldn't get that other ankle freed, so he couldn't get that extra point. Now the two are back in action with 2 minutes left in this match in regulation. 2-1 is the score, the lead for the Jacksonville wrestler in the white singlet. Davidson trying to stand up and get the escape. See if he can pull that off or if Chin can hang on. Going to run out of oxygen if I don't get John to talk a little bit. Now the escape by Davidson. So a 3-1 lead. So Chin's going to need the takedown to tie this one up.
Do you think he let him out because he knew he was going to need the takedown and needed time?
Well, he has to do something to get the points, but he could have got, he's going to have to get a back points to take the lead. 3-1, the lead by the Jacksonville wrestler in the white singlet. Chin, the more experienced wrestler, the junior, trying to take on the freshman, Davidson, who's a good-looking wrestler. I'm sure he's worked in youth wrestling throughout his career. 45 seconds left in this match in regulation. Chin's going to have to go for it. There he's trying, but Davidson's able to fight him off. His teammates are telling him, you got to go for the leg now. You got to get that 2 points if you can. 30 seconds left. Because if Davidson can keep him neutral, he'll get the win 3-1. Now he's got to go for broke here, does Chin. 15 seconds left. Davidson goes for it. Chin's trying to fight it off, and Davidson's going to get the 2 points on the takedown and secure the win 5-1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hear the horn sounds, and this match is over. A 5-1 win for Abram Davidson over Connor Chin. He'll give his team 3 more points and take it to 45-9 on team points. Good match. Very good match by those two young men. We're up to the 182s. Caden Hutchins, the junior from Jerseyville, and the senior Lucas Teese from Jacksonville. Luca Teese. Luca is a senior. Hutchins is a junior. You can tell Teese is a guy that looks like he's been on the mats a long time. He gets the takedown and immediately takes the man to his back, and he's going for the pin very quickly. Nice job by Hutchins fighting out of it, but Teese has really got the good back control now. He'll at least have a 5-0 lead if he can't get the pin, and there's a minute 33 left in the first period. Teese has really got it locked in now. Hutchins doing all he can to fight out of it. Just can't get the leverage. Trying to turn back into it and get out of that back position, and he finally gets the arm free and does. What a job by Hutchins fighting out of that for the junior. It'll be a 5-0 lead in the early going for the wrestler Luca Teese from Jacksonville. Now Teese has him back on his back again, and he's got the pin a minute into the match. A 51-9 lead for Jacksonville with one final match left that will be disputed. Tristan Souter, the sophomore for Jerseyville, will take on the senior Mason Meyer for Jacksonville. Here come the two at 195. This is the 195s. These guys, huh? Oh, the 285s haven't wrestled. That's true. What a job by the senior Mason Meyer, getting the 2 points on the takedown. Now they're off the mat.
It does look like they're heavyweights that are getting ready, too.
They did give him the 2 points. Yeah. So the heavyweights are getting ready.
It looks like it.
Must have had a different flip when they spun the Wheel of Fortune on the last one. He actually has a program on his phone that he has a little spin the Wheel of Fortune. That's how they decided.
That's fun.
Yeah. Had a little highlight. Now Meyer has Tristan Souter on his back trying to go for the pin. Souter trying to set out of it. Bridging up. Now Meyer does a nice job of getting a new position. Getting the weight on him there. The referee trying to check the shoulders here. And fighting out of it is Souter, but to no avail as Meyer gets the pin. 41 seconds into the match. That'll make it 57-9, and we will have the heavyweights, as Tim reminded me. So Jaden Bush.
Yeah, I was going to say that the heavyweight for Jerseyville is still over here on the side.
James Bush will get the forfeit for Jerseyville. That's what's going to happen. So it'll be 57-15. Now they're talking about it being an exhibition match for the heavyweights, or those two are going to wrestle?
I believe these two are going to have an exhibition here.
So this might be that exhibition we were dreaming about earlier. So the two of them have agreed to wrestle in an exhibition. So James Bush back on the mat. So he's taking on Oliver Cooley. We don't know that that's Oliver Cooley for sure because they already wrestled once. But the Jacksonville wrestler looks like he's got a good hold on Bush from Jerseyville, and he does. He's got good position out front. Trying to close it around. Get the pin is the young man from Jacksonville. I don't think we got his name, but he looks like he has got this planted in really well. Fighting is the young man from Jerseyville in James Bush, who got the forfeit win just a moment ago, and he will be pinned 47 seconds into the match. That will not be team points. Young man from Jacksonville, good-looking wrestler.
Then I believe this will be the heavyweight match.
Now we've gotten to the big boys. Jaden Bush, the senior from Jerseyville, and Aiden Surratt, the sophomore from Jacksonville. Aiden's got a fan club, and Jaden's got a fan club. Jaden and Aiden. Who would have thunk it? Wrestling at 285. Jaden Bush from Jerseyville. Aiden Surratt from Jacksonville. Surratt trying to do the throw. They're spinning each other around. Surratt trying to get to the back. Good foot movement by these two. You can tell they've been to the dance studio.
I'd have been dizzy.
You would have been?
Spinning around that many times.
No extra points for spins, though.
Pirouettes.
Looking forward to getting to see Jake Otker wrestle tonight. Bodie Marable really was impressive in his home match, wasn't he?
He was.
Still got Jacksonville and Pittsfield to wrestle yet. Now Bush trying to get the establishment, but instead Surratt's trying to get the leg, and he looks like he's got the momentum if he can drive it here. He does. Nope. What a job by Bush. They're still neutral. These two big boys showing you how to wrestle here, guys. Now finally Jaden Bush is able to get the takedown. That was a pretty good battle for the first minute and 10 seconds. Nobody wanting to give in to the other.
It looked like Surratt had the takedown and then just couldn't quite get control.
Bush did a nice job fighting him off. Boy, when you saw John Wise over the years, that 240 pounds and nothing but muscle, who made All-American at Illinois, these heavyweight matches went in short order a lot of times, didn't they, John?
They did.
Haven't seen a heavyweight like that for a long time. 18 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 the lead for Jaden Bush of Jerseyville. Surratt trying to get the escape point, but didn't quite get that pulled off. Jacksonville coaches trying to get Surratt off his back, and they will get 2 points for back points. Nope, no back points awarded.
Nothing awarded.
No back points awarded.
Jacksonville defers.
Jerseyville wants to start down, does Mr. Bush. I bet you these two boys saw some football action in the fall. Jacksonville had a really good football team this year. So Surratt on top, Bush trying to think he can get the escape. Surratt trying to get the lock in there, and he just about gets it. Now he's got the half Nelson in on the other side, but he's got to get to the other side. Bush trying to fight through that. What a job by Bush on the reversal. That was a nice move, was it not? Flipped over there.
Surratt's nearly had him a couple of times, and Bush has been able to fight through and end up with points.
Bush is a senior, Surratt just a sophomore. That makes a difference. 1:25 left in this one. Team win going to go the way of Jacksonville. They lead 57-15 in this final match. We'll have a little break in the action, and then we'll have Jacksonville and Pittsfield in our next match. A lot of work goes into getting these mats set up and a lot of other things happening on a match like this, John.
For sure. We got to see the Pittsfield wrestlers get everything put together and taped down. And
then they get to tear it all apart.
Yeah.
Like the chorus and band get to each year. Chorus concert,
I don't know.
It's on a Sunday. We know that, probably about halfway through December. Tim's probably got the date for us in his phone.
Did we stalemate there, Jack? Is that what happened?
Yeah, but we're going back down. He went off the mat.
Okay.
4-0 the lead for Jaden Bush over Aiden Surratt.
Just didn't think they were quite out.
Well, sometimes it just depends on what the two wrestlers are doing. Bush trying to get the arm out from underneath Surratt and get the advantage.
30 seconds to go in the second period.
Pretty neutral here right at the moment.
Bush trying to take control again here.
Yep, Bush now has got Surratt on his back. He's close to getting those three
some points
near
for
fall.
Sure.
Now close to a pin is Bush on Surratt. Surratt works out of it. Now he needs to spin around and get the 2 points on the reversal, and he does. So a 7-2 lead for Bush. 2-1. That's going to end the second period. And a nice job by Surratt not giving up there, as he could have gave up and gotten pinned, but instead he got the reversal. Third period, they're going to start up. 7-2 the lead for the blue singlet of Jerseyville and Jaden Bush.
The Jacksonville man got to make that decision, and he needs the points right now with takedowns, all right?
Point for red has been awarded. Not sure exactly what the penalty was, but we'll see what it is here in a minute. Maybe he locked his hands together. Now the 2-point takedown for Bush. So a 9-3 lead. Trying to get Surratt on his back. Bush trying to get 16 points for the Jerseyville Panthers squad. Jersey Panthers, as future Hall of Famer Craig Ballman always used to like to say. He was selected for this year's Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. He and 124 other people.
It's a big class.
Ought to be crowded. Each year they have about that many.
A lot of deserving people.
The answer's money. What's the question?
A lot of deserving people.
1 minute left in this match. A 9-2 lead for Jaden Bush. Another point's going to be awarded. Now on his back is Surratt, and there's the pin.
So we're going to end up 57-21, I believe.
57-21 will be the final in this one. We'll have a little break in the action. We'll take it too. We'll come back and give you highlights of this last match when we come back in a couple of minutes.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Well, let's wrap up the last scoring on the Trucks LLC scoreboard as Jacksonville got the big win over Jerseyville in that match, 57-21. So it went down like this. Jaden Bush from Jerseyville got the pin in the final match of the 285. Hunter Hodge got the forfeit win at 106 for Jerseyville. Hayes got the forfeit win at 113, even though the two of them wrestled later. Kirsten Bazillion was defeated at the 120 mark and a pin by Alexis Seymour. At 126, a forfeit for Coyd Coffey, the sophomore over Jerseyville. He got that for Jacksonville. Allie Brooks, the freshman, wrestled against Cannon Suter from Jerseyville. Jerseyville got the pin there. At 138, Ian Wilner got the forfeit win at 138. At 145, Nick Hartley was pinned by Joe Reif of Jacksonville. Colin Reif got the forfeit at 152. Mason Martinez got the win by points over Caleb Miller of Jacksonville. So Martinez went 2-0 on the night. Then Connor Chin was defeated by Abram Davidson on a decision. Lucas Teese got the pinfall over Caden Hutchins at 182, Jacksonville over Jerseyville. Mason Meyer got the win at 195 on a pin over Tristan Sauter. And then we had some exhibition matches too. Now we'll have Jacksonville taking on Pittsfield. We'll take a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show in this third match.
We might even be in the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
And
I'm not sure.
We're probably past that. So in the Little Jess Motors halftime show, Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Quincy, Illinois is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Jacksonville and Pittsfield in our next match when we come back after these.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Looking for quality vitamins, supplements, and pre-made healthy meals? Then you need to stop by Roots Market in Pittsfield. They also carry a variety of toxin-free body care products and offer Kangen water memberships. Remember to shop small and local this holiday season. They're located at 115 North Mississippi Street. That's Roots Market in Pittsfield.
Well, welcome back as we get ready for wrestling in our third matches tonight. We're going to start at 113 tonight, and so Hunter Hayes from Jacksonville will get a forfeit there. Then at 120, Isaac Haskins from Jacksonville is going to wrestle Alexis Seymour.
That's Isaac Haskins from Pittsfield. Yep.
And then at 126, Pittsfield will forfeit, and Coyd Coffey will get another forfeit on the night. 132, Pittsfield will forfeit, and Cannon Suter will get a win. Then at 138, Hunter Harrison from Pittsfield will take on Ian Wilner. That's at 138. A forfeit at 145 for Pittsfield. Joe Reif will take the forfeit for Jacksonville. Jake Otker at 152 will wrestle senior Colin Reif. We're looking forward to that. Ethan Thompson at 160 will wrestle Caleb Miller from Jacksonville, who got a win in his last match. Bodie Marable at 170 will wrestle Abram Davidson. Oh, that's right. Miller did lose to Martinez. 182, Tucker Cook will take on senior Luca Teese from Jacksonville. 195, Pittsfield will forfeit to Mason Meyer from Jacksonville. And they will forfeit 220, 285. And then we'll come back around, and Noble from Pittsfield will take a forfeit, and then he will wrestle an exhibition against Carly Moore of Jacksonville. And then we do have an Aiden Baxter and Peyton Carl exhibition at 160.
Calling the 113 man out here for Jacksonville.
So the 113 for Jacksonville, who is Hunter Hayes. Wonder how long you've got before you don't get the forfeit.
I'm sure there's an amount of time.
Get your panties off there, son, and get the forfeit. Let's get her done. Let's go. I don't know why he wouldn't be ready. There you go.
Oh.
He's got to go get something else the way
mouth
he needs
guard.
to have it.
Got to get a mouth guard.
Didn't have his mouth guard.
Yep.
Got to have his headpiece on.
Yep.
You know, you can get hurt raising your hand.
Hey.
Making them do it the right way. That's good.
The rules are the rules, right?
That's right. So that is Hunter Hayes getting her done. Now we'll have Isaac Haskins from Pittsfield taking on Alexis Seymour from Jacksonville. This is a 120-pound weight class. Isaac's got a fan.
2-point takedown there.
Isaac's got a takedown. Seymour, who had a win in her last match, keeping that head bridged out, doing a nice job. Trying to sit out of this. Haskins trying to get her back down again after having the takedown, and is able to return her to the mat.
He was never able to get an escape there.
Now Haskins working on getting back points, but what a job by Seymour. She's going to get the reversal, it looks like here. She can get that leg over. She's really working hard. She's a very schooled wrestler. Isaac Haskins is about to give up. Well, he's not giving up the head yet if he can keep that head in. But if she can work that head out with 50 seconds left, now she gets a 2-point reversal. And we're tied at 2. Isaac Haskins from Pittsfield in the black singlet, the red singlet for Alexis Seymour from Jacksonville. Now Seymour has got Haskins on his back, and he's in a peck of trouble. He's going to have to bridge out of this, and he does, and didn't get the reversal yet. Would have almost had the back points, almost stayed in his back too long there. Now, what a job by Seymour, and she's going to get the pin with 24 seconds left in the first period over Haskins, and 6 more points and a 12-0 lead for the squad from Jacksonville. Nice job by Seymour. Damon Emmerich at Great River Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call him at 285-4404. And Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Cade Coffee will get the forfeit at 126. Cannon Suter will get the forfeit for Jacksonville at 132. So it'll quickly become a 24-0 lead. Got to fill those spots. Our next contested match will be at 138. Hunter Harrison from Pittsfield taking on Ian Wilner.
If you go to Pittsfield to high school and you're in one of those weight areas, you still have time to go out for wrestling. I'm sure they'd be glad to have you.
Chance to get a varsity letter. So, Harrison for Pittsfield in the black or gray singlet, and Wilner for Jacksonville.
The crowd went silent.
Silence falls over the crowd. Both of them trying to work a move here. Harrison getting the leg, trying to hang on to that leg. On the other side is Wilner trying to get position and get the leg on the other side. If you don't let go of the leg, you will not give up the reversal. Well, he's going to give her up and get the 2-point takedown. Will Wilner for Jacksonville over Harrison of Pittsfield.
Wilner's got an elbow really wrapped up there, doesn't he?
Yep. Well, you could have an open sore. He's going to get 2 back points there, so he'll lead 4-0. If you got a sore, you got to keep it covered. That could be it, too.
Elbow would be an easy place to get it, something like that, I would think.
You could get a mat burn pretty easy. I'd say that's probably a lot of it. Nice job by Harrison trying to sit out of that, but Wilner doing a nice job maintaining control. With 35 seconds left in the first period, a 4-0 lead for the Jacksonville wrestler in the red singlet. Coach is encouraging the young man to work on seeing if he can get some points. Harrison unable to get loose again, and Wilner able to maintain control. Harrison does get the leg there, trying to turn towards him, but he just can't get that ankle loose and get it. Now, I'll tell you what, Harrison coming close to getting it done with 5 seconds left. And we've got a penalty. They have a hold that appeared to be something that would cause the young man to be in a bad situation, so they stop it there. 4.4 seconds left. Wilner will be on top, Harrison on the bottom. Not sure exactly what was going on there. And we are out of time in the first period. 1 period in the books. 4-0 in favor of Jacksonville's Wilner. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 285-2808. Trucking for all your needs. See the Dunham Boys and their professional team, the Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge 420. Help yourself to a jacket on the coat rack if you've got one to give. Put one out there.
Harrison deferred. The Jacksonville man Wilner took down.
And then Harrison
gave up the
reversal to Wilner. Wilner with a 6-0 lead.
He had him turned for a moment, but couldn't get anything more. Did Wilner.
1:40 left in the second period.
Oh, Wilner's got him turned to his back some now, but couldn't have control of the upper
potential
body.
back points, but then he's going to get 2 points on the back points. Now Harrison doing a good job of just about making the move, but Wilner's able to fight out of it. Tell you what, Harrison's come close a couple times, and Wilner's locked him up for the pin. 1:16 first period. Wilner gets it done over Harrison of Pittsfield, and a 30-0 win. Now a forfeit at 145 for Joe Reif, and our next contested match will be 152, Jake Otker against the senior Colin Reif. Expect this to be a highly contested match, don't you, John?
I would say it probably will be. As you've said, though, sometimes that senior versus freshman can make it a little more difficult on the freshman.
Jake comes prepared. One of the kids that we see at FCA every week. Both men starting up. Let's see what Mr. Reif has in store. Colin Reif for Jake Otker. Otker's a solid-built young man. Played football, ran the ball this year, did a nice job. He's going to be a good athlete throughout his high school career. Jake just about lost his footing. He was able to maintain that. Jake's got a good head of hair.
He does.
And Reif's able to get the 2-point takedown. Now Otker trying to stand out of it. He'll get the escape and a 2-1 lead for Reif. Reif trying to get the leg, and he will for the 2-point takedown, so a 4-1 lead. Otker trying to reverse that and get back into this, trailing 4-1 with 1:05 left in the first period, not a quarter. Close to being off the mat with 59 seconds left. Reif trying to turn Otker, but if he does, he'll have him off the mat. Now he pulls him back on. He's going to get some back points. As Otker fighting out of that, but boy, it looks like Reif's really got that planted in, does he not? And he does with the pin. Comes at the 42nd mark of the period. First period makes it a 36-0 score for Jacksonville. Make it 42, I should say. Ethan Thompson, the senior, will wrestle against Caleb Miller, the sophomore.
I think it is 36 right now, Jack, but I wouldn't swear to it. They just put 36 up now.
Yeah, I've been keeping it here, and it should be 42.
Okay. I believe you.
Thompson takes on Caleb Miller, who got a win in his last match. Okay, so Martinez did get the win over both these young men. So this is a pretty straight-up match, according to the Ticketmaster.
Our statistician, Tim Hall, tells us. He was watching. Everybody kind of neutral right now, trying
Thompson
to
and
find
Miller
some control.
both up. Yep. Ethan, the longer-legged young man with a little bit more leverage. His last match at home. Ethan goes for the takedown, gets the takedown, and has the arm if he can get in the right location. Now Thompson coming out very determined, trying to break the head down of the man in Miller. He's got the half Nelson in, trying to turn him over is Thompson. Miller tried to fight him off. Thompson's got good position here now. Now he may have to go for the other side. Ties the legs up at the 1-minute mark. Leading 2-0 is the senior, Ethan Thompson. Thompson working on getting his man in position. Don't want to get over the top too far there because Miller's trying to get leverage. Trying to stay back. Now Thompson good job breaking down the arms. Miller trying to fight him off. And what a job by Thompson driving the arms here. And he's got Miller down on the mat, close to a pin, and he gets the pin. His last match, his senior year at Voschel Gymnasium, Ethan Thompson gets the pin at the 1:33 mark, and the win for Thompson. Congratulations, Ethan. First points for his team of the night. John, they're going to make you right, even though I don't know that you are.
I'm not sure that I am, but...
Yeah. Now we have Bodie Marable taking on Abram Davidson, a pair of freshmen.
Where are we at weight class-wise now?
This is at the 170s.
Okay.
Tucker Cook on deck. That'll be our last match of the night in varsity action. Bodie looked like he liked this wrestling in that last match. He went right after it. Taking on the young man in Abram Davidson. Davidson got the win over Chin, I do believe, in the last match. He has gotten Marable on his back. Marable started out that way early in the last match, was able to fight through it. Bodie's trying to fight through this. He's got 1:20 to try to figure something out if he can get off the mat or whatever he can do in this part. Bodie fighting his way out of this. Trying to work off the mat is Bodie, and he gets the pin before he calls him off the mat. It comes at the 54-second mark. And the win goes the way of the freshman Abram Davidson. Those two will wrestle each other a lot of times in their careers before it's all over.
Davidson cannot get his headgear off right now. He's kind of caught inside of it.
Well, no penalties on that.
No,
so
no.
Tucker
There
Cook, the sophomore, will take on the senior Luca Teese.
The Pittsfield coaches were going to help him.
This is in the 182 round match. Cook going for the takedown, trying to get the legs on Teese. Still driving is Cook, and the two flip each other over, still in the neutral. Now 2 points for Teese, and he's got Cook on his back and pins him. 16 seconds in, Cook had him, but it just lost his footing and loses it to Teese. And what would have been a lot closer match than you would have imagined there, but it ended very quickly. 48-6 now, so I was correct on that.
There you go.
Forfeit in the 195. Mason Meyer will get the forfeit for Jacksonville. The 220 and the 285 will both be forfeits. Doesn't the white kid usually wrestle for Pittsfield?
Evidently not.
I saw him at practice the other day.
I don't know.
Try to find out on that. And here comes Joel Noble. He'll take the forfeit. And then he is going to wrestle here in just a minute after Carly Moore takes the forfeit at 113. They're going to wrestle against each other. So this will be an exhibition match, and we'll be happy to call this one for you. Joel Noble with a win already tonight in a pin, taking on Carly Moore. We're off to the races here.
I wondered what was happening.
Noble getting the position, trying for the takedown and the back points all at once, and he's got the move in, trying to drive for it, even though he's giving up some weight. Noble trying to get the young lady turned over, still driving. Haven't been awarded any points yet because he's going for all of them, and now she's going to work out it, but he'll get the 2-point takedown. Cook, who's a 106 wrestling against the 113, has the 2-0 lead in this exhibition match.
It's Noble, of course.
Noble. I said Cook.
You did.
1 point awarded to the young lady there on the clasping of the hands. So a 2-1 lead for Noble.
Joel Cook was a very good wrestler, so that's probably a compliment,
well,
right?
We got Cooks and Nobles here, so you know. Won't be the last time he gets called Joel Cook, and that's a compliment. Joel Cook, one of the better wrestlers that wrestle here. Now Noble going to try to get some back points on Carly Moore. And you know, when you give up about 8-10 pounds, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
It does when you only weigh 106.
Yep.
8-10 pounds for me wouldn't be that much.
Our 98-pound wrestler when I was in high school could bench press 250.
Wow.
An old milk farmer. Now Noble's got her on her back and looking to get some extra points. He's going to get that major back points, trying to complete the pin. His second of the night if he can get this pushed in a little farther.
He's done a good job.
Nice job by Carly Moore fighting it off with 20 seconds left. Noble's going to have a 5-1 lead. Maybe even some more if he can get her turned here again. 14 seconds left in the period, and he's got her on her back again. Yeah, he does. And he looks like he's going to try to get the pin here before the period ends with 5 seconds left.
Very
3,
close.
2, 1. And the horn's going to blow before he gets the pin, but he'll get another 3 points. And he'll lead it by an 8-1 count, I do believe. He should have got back points twice that time, should he not?
They were only awarded once.
Huh.
It's going to roll all the way away. There we go.
He's got the humor of his grandpa, doesn't he, Jennifer? 5-1 the lead for Joel Noble.
Noble took the up position.
5-1. He did get a pin in his other match, too. Takedown by Noble, trying to turn this wrestler over. Still in that good position there, working towards it. You can tell he's worked with Jake Odker a lot. Noble got to be careful about letting her set out of this and get an escape point, so he'll return back to the scene of the crime and try to get control again. Nice job once again by Noble bringing the young lady down. Now he's got her on her back in a pin position. Trying to get the pin is Noble. 1:15 and counting left in the period, so Moore's got her work cut out for her if she's going to be able to stay out of this for the whole time. Joel Noble trying to get the pin.
Over a minute left in the period.
She's trying to work out of it. Noble's trying to force the issue here. Just can't get that other shoulder down. Now he's going to reposition and try to, he needs to get control of the legs here, and that would make all the difference. 45 seconds left in the second period. It's going to have at least 3 more points. Noble's driving for the pin over the young lady in Carly Moore.
30 seconds left in the second period.
We're down to 25. And the pin comes 3 minutes. Make it 4 minutes. And, 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
47, how about?
Well, there's a .9. He got the pin either way.
There you go.
So nice job by Joel Noble. Don't call me Cook. Gets a forfeit and the win, so he'll go 2-0 on the night. With the forfeit, I guess you could say he went 3-0.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Carly Moore gave it all she had, too. Nice job by Carly. Now we've got an exhibition match between Aiden Baxter and Peyton Carl at 160, and that'll be our last match of the night. Jacksonville will finish 2-0. Pittsfield will finish 1-1, and Jerseyville, even though they tied in that first match, will finish 0-2 on the night. Baxter, the wrestler here. For the Pittsfield Sockies in the black singlet, taking on Peyton Carl of Jacksonville. Baxter saw an opportunity and got the takedown. Now he works to get the points over the top. Nice job by Baxter working the man down to his back. He's got the pin. Comes 42 seconds in for Baxter in exhibition. He gets the win, and that's going to complete it. We're going to take our final break of the night on the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care services, primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. Jacksonville finishes 2-0, Pittsfield 1-1, and Jerseyville 0-2. We'll be back to wrap it up and name our wrestler of the night when we come back after these.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your Nutrient Crop Consultant today. Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair. Anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital post-wrestling show. And a good night of wrestling here at Boschel Gymnasium. And we're going to tell you that Pittsfield finished 1-1 on the night, even though they tied Jerseyville 36, had the most falls in that match. Jacksonville gets 2 wins on the night. Very good program there. And Jerseyville ends up 0-2. Joel Noble goes 2-0 on the night. Jake Otker 1-1, Bodie Marable 1-1, Ethan Thompson went 1-1, Tucker Cook went 1-1 on the night for Pittsfield in some of the highlights of the evening. It's time for us to tell you that financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands that. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Wrestler of the Night on Central Illinois Sports. His senior year, his last match, getting a pin in his very last match, our Wrestler of the Night will be Ethan Thompson, the senior, the lone senior for the Pittsfield Sockies. For Tim Hull and John Hull, I'm Jack Hull, thanking you for joining us for wrestling tonight at Boschel Gymnasium on Central Illinois Sports. We've got basketball doubleheader tomorrow night. It's Carrollton coming to Pittsfield to take on the girls' team. John and I will be here for that. The ladies' Sockies, and then we'll have boys' action at Minden Unity. Charlie and company will have that action for you on Central Illinois Sports also. We'll have sectional basketball, 7th grade junior high girls. Springfield Lincoln Magnet School taking on the Pittsfield Pikeland Lady Braves. Thursday night, Griggsville Perry will host Carrollton in boys' action. Friday night, it's the Sons of Southeastern coming here to Pittsfield to take on the Pittsfield Sockies. Saturday, we're hoping to have a broadcast doubleheader in 7th grade junior high girls basketball if the girls can keep winning. And then if they win, they'll play next Thursday night for the championship. That's what we're hoping for. Lots of stuff coming your way on Central Illinois Sports. Thank you for listening tonight. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We remind you to hug your kids and tell them you love them, and let them know most of all the Lord Jesus Christ loves them even more than us. This has been a Central Illinois Sports presentation.